Hi Aries, this is your December 11th through December 17th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love coming towards you. In the second spread, we'll check in with those of you who are already married or in a relationship. Then I'll do the love from the past. Spread after that, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And then we'll wrap things up with what you're not expecting to happen this week's spread. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this week. We have the Three of Cups clarified by the Page of Cups. Then we have the Ace of Cups. Then we have the Emperor clarified by the Two of Pentacles. In the potential outcome, we have the Seven of Cups with the Fool and the Chariot. And we also have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with Gemini, Cancer, or any zodiac sign. Well, Aries, what I noticed right away is that we have 4 major arcana cards on the table, and 2 of them are yours. Okay, half of the major arcana cards on the table are your major arcana cards, right? The Emperor and the Fool. Those are the 2. What I also noticed is that we have 3 cards on the table that could be interpreted as cards of options or multiple choice or having to make a decision. And that's what I think is happening here. This week you'll have to make a choice, you'll have to make a decision. And you could be deciding between a couple of people or maybe among multiple people. Or you just have to decide whether you want to move forward with them or not. Okay? Yeah, but you definitely have a choice. Definitely. We'll get to that in just a second. But we start with the Three of Cups clarified by the Page of Cups. You're going to some kind of an event. Or perhaps you already did go to some kind of an event before this week. But for most of you, it is an event that is still coming up. The Three of Cups, the first card that came out, is that event. And it could be like a holiday party, right? It could be a holiday party at work, among friends, what have you. It could be some other event, concert, game, show, gathering. I don't know. It's clarified by the Page of Cups, right? So somebody will either approach you at that event and start a conversation with you and then ask you out, or somebody may invite you to that event with that Page of Cups. And it will very quickly escalate in a positive way to that Ace of Cups. That's the whole reason. Perhaps this person is already in your life for some of you. For others of you, it could be love at first sight. But we're jumping from the Page to the Ace of Cups immediately. Alright? The Ace of Cups is all about pure, genuine, authentic love. Alright? The next card that came out is the Emperor. That's your first card. That's your major arcana card. You're clarified by the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles is the first out of 3 decision-making option cards. The Two of Pentacles, yeah, you could be like, do I want to pursue this? Do I want to answer the call? Or you may have a couple of people interested in you. Perhaps one of them is at the event, the other one is not at the event. I don't know. But you will definitely need to, weigh all pros and cons or think about it. We also have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. Could be a Gemini you're dealing with, but it is also a card of a choice, similar to the Two of Pentacles. The Lovers could be interpreted many ways. In my opinion, by the way, the Lovers is one of the best, if not the best card when it comes to the actual love connection between 2 people. Right? It is a soulmate card. It is a card of a twin flame connection, if you believe in twin flames. The Lovers could turn out to be the love of your life. But you're still hesitating. Perhaps you're choosing between the love of your life and somebody else. I don't know. In the potential outcome, we have the Seven of Cups with the Fool and the Chariot. The Seven of Cups, the first card in there, you've guessed it. It is a card of a multiple choice. It's also a card of like being not sure, being a little bit not 100% on board. Sometimes the Seven of Cups comes through as like being a little bit overwhelmed. Alright? Perhaps if you're dealing with just one person, the Ace of Cups, them dropping that Ace of Cups on you is going to overwhelm you a little bit. You'll be like, whoa, wait a minute, what? We just met. or what are you talking about? I've known you for a while and all of a sudden you're confessing your love to me. That depends whether this person is already in your life or a new person. But nevertheless, with the Seven of Cups, you could be a little bit overwhelmed. We do have the Fool and the Chariot following that Seven of Cups. The Fool, as already mentioned, that's your other major arcana card. And at the same time, the Fool could be a card of like taking a leap of faith, taking a risk, just going for it. Perhaps for some of you, like in the past, you would never consider someone like this person but perhaps this time you will. All right. The Fool is also a bit of a risky card, like taking a risk. But let's face it, every relationship we enter is taking a risk. Every single one of them. It's just a matter of a 5% of a risk or 95% of a risk or anywhere in between. And we have the Chariot right next to the deck. Could be a Cancer you're dealing with, but the Chariot is a card of moving forward and not looking back. So from what I see here, no matter how you slice it or dice it, if you do want to move forward with this person, you will have to take a leap of faith. You may have to take a risk. You may have to move forward and not look back. It's like that's what could be frustrating you a little bit or confusing you a little bit, or that's why you're like hesitating a little bit before you make this move. But this looks good. We do have a lot of love on the table. We do, with that Ace of Cups especially, and that Ace of Cups showing up so early, and the Lovers is a fantastic card to have. It is a card of a choice, but as I already mentioned, it could turn out to be the love of your life. You'll just have to believe in this. This looks good. All right, really happy for you, Aries. Congratulations. If you are already married, or if you're in a relationship, Aries, this spread is for you. But I gotta warn you, it's not a very happy spread. We have the Queen of Swords clarified by Temperance. We have the Five of Swords, Death, and the Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. We also have Sagittarius and Scorpio on the table. So, yeah, you got this Queen of Swords. I don't know who this Queen of Swords is to you. It doesn't feel like you. Yes, I get it. We all can embrace the energy of any king or any queen, but I don't think that's you. It's somebody else. All right, and this could be either directly or indirectly related to you. This Queen of Swords is healing because of some kind of an ending, like a breakup, or perhaps they got fired from a job, or they're getting a divorce or something like that. Or they could be getting into a fight with you. But this person is definitely in need of healing, right? The Queen of Swords is clarified by Temperance. Temperance is a card of healing. Could be a Sagittarius you're dealing. The Five of Swords in the middle is the Reason, and so is Death, by the way, right? The Five of Swords is a card of when people go their separate ways, but it's never pretty with the Five of Swords, right? It's like a major fight, it's a breakup, it's a divorce, or something like that. Right, Death right next to the deck is a card of an ending. So that fight, that whatever that Five of Swords is causing the end. And for some of you, they could be, perhaps they get into a fight at work and they have to leave now. The Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck, I think it's either a message that they're gonna send you, letting you know what's going on, or you may find out about it, right, in some other way. Because the Page of Swords could be a message, or it could be a card of like finding out about something because you're watching, because you just happen to be there, or because you're the witness, right? Or because I don't know. It is a card of spying, but in this case, I don't think it's spying. It's either a message or you just witness this, or you see it on social media. For others of you, the Page of Swords could also be a child. Perhaps there's also a child. If they're married or something like that. So yeah, again, I don't know who this Queen of Swords is to you, but it's they're not having a good week. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Aries, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent next. We have the Six of Wands, clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. Then we have the Star, clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. We also have the Nine of Wands, clarified by the Two of Cups. And we have the King of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You're going to be dealing with a fellow fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. We'll also have Aquarius on the table. I assume, Aries, you're not the King of Wands on the bottom of the deck, unless you're dealing with another Aries. I assume this is your ex trying to get back together with you. And I believe they have good, serious intentions about you. They really do. You, on the other hand, you're not really looking forward to it. Or so you will make them believe. Okay? So yeah, the King of Wands on the bottom of the deck. It is most likely a fellow fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or somebody with a lot of fire in their chart. We start with the Six of Wands clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. I think this is their energy, just like the following two cards. But yeah, the Six of Wands is a card of victory. It's a card of success. It's a card of attention. All right, so you definitely have this person's full and undivided attention. So they want to win you back. The Wheel of Fortune clarifying that this is them wanting to restart a cycle between the two of you. The Wheel of Fortune is a positive card. It's a major arcana card, so perhaps they have something new to offer you. If they were non-committal, they will offer you a commitment, by the way. Speaking of commitment, the next two cards, the Star clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, that's exactly it. The commitment, right? That's what the Ten of Pentacles says. Rock solid commitment, as a matter of fact. The Star could be an Aquarius you're dealing with, but the Star is a card of healing. Okay, it's also a card of a wish come true. Perhaps this time apart made them realize that you are everything to them. Alright, and at the end we do have the Nine of Wands clarified by the Two of Cups. The Nine of Wands is not a rejection card. I never interpret it as a rejection. It is a card of somebody who is very suspicious, somebody who would say something like, I don't know if this is a good idea, you know, somebody who is skeptical, somebody who's still hurting. It is a card of a wounded warrior. Nevertheless, it is clarified by the Two of Cups, right? So there's still love there. The Two of Cups is a soulmate card, so I don't know what they did to you. Perhaps you can, tell them, you know what, after what you did to me, you have a lot of work to do. You've got some work cut out for you. And I think they know that. That's why they're coming in with those 4 cards. That's why they're coming in with those cards. Serious cards, commitment cards, healing cards, attention cards, and all that. So, yeah, it's up to you. Aries, what you want to do about it. Perhaps if you want to make them work for it, go ahead, and I think they're up for the challenge. All right, cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Aries. This week we have the Ten of Wands clarified by the Hierophant. We have the Six of Wands, Justice, and the World on the bottom of the deck. Well, this is a happy end, plain and simple. But it's probably because of what you've been doing over an extended period of time, right? This week you could be promoted, you could be finishing some kind of a project in a very successful way, you could be closing a deal, right? You could be getting a bonus. It's definitely an end of something, of some sort of a chapter or cycle, right? The World on the bottom of the deck, that's the card I was just describing. It is a card of an ending, but I usually interpret it as a happy end card. This is when one chapter of your life comes to an end, but a better, happier chapter of your life is about to begin. But it's not just gonna fall down from the sky, out of the blue, right? We do have the Ten of Wands, the first card I came out, which is a card of a hard work. It's a card of a burden. It's a card of rough, something tough, something that takes a toll on you. So perhaps you've been doing this, you've been working on it for a while. The Hierophant clarifying that is, when it comes to work, business, and finances, it's a card of something formal, something official, or even traditional or educational, right? And here comes the Six of Wands, right? It is a card of victory and success. It's a card of being promoted. It's a card of being rewarded, awarded. If you're getting a new job, they will welcome you at this new place. All right, Justice right next on the deck. Yeah, you're finally getting what you deserve. Justice comes in, and justice will be served in a good, positive way. It could be like a government organization for some of you, or government agency, and perhaps that is somehow a part of this. But for most of you, it's simply you getting what you're entitled to, getting what you deserve. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Aries. We have the King of Swords clarified by the Sun. We have the Six of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. We also have Leo. We also have water, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. What you're not expecting, Aries, is to perhaps run into this King of Swords. The first card that came out, it is somebody from your past. Definitely someone from your past. I'm not surprised to see more people than usual showing up from the past, because we do have Mercury retrograde starting this week, right? And it will be with us till the end of the year. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Anyway, jokes aside, the King of Swords is probably an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or somebody with a lot of air in their chart. They're clarified by the Sun. Could be a Leo you're dealing with, or they may have Leo in their chart. But the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. It's the happiest card in the deck. It's a major arcana card. It's the only major arcana card on the table. The Six of Cups, right next to the King of Swords, is a soulmate card, but it's also a card of somebody from the past. The thing about the Six of Cups, it's not necessarily an ex. It could be, for some of you, for others of you, it's just somebody from your past. And the Six of Cups is usually associated with like very warm, loving energies, right? And the Knight of Cups, right next to the deck, could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but this is the most romantic, the most loving Knight out of all 4 Knights. All right, and the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. I think in this case, this Ace of Wands belongs to you. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below once this played out. But the Ace of Wands is a fire sign indicator. You're a fire sign. If you look at the King and the Queen of Wands, or if you look at those cards separately, you will see both the King and the Queen of Wands are holding up a wand. Right? That could be the one in the Ace of Wands. And I think that's you. At least you're not gonna be sad about this encounter. I think you're gonna be really happy to see this person, and who knows what happens after that. All right, yeah, that's what I have for you, Aries, for this reading for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Aries, have an amazing week.